night, good night, good night. So as always, can you guys hear me out there? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Oh, oops. Can you guys hear me out there? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I have a little technical difficulties, but if you guys can hear me, just let me know. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Tonight we have the beautiful Kaya, who will be joining us in a few minutes. Join us in a few minutes. Um, just let me know if you guys can hear me loud and clear. I all of a sudden have some technical issues. Never fails. Never fails. Bless good night. Bless good night to you, Junette. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Know if you guys can hear me. All right. So to kick this thing off, um, we're gonna start it off with a nice video. The artist name is Ras Redemption. Um, so I hope you guys enjoy. I'm hurting.
girl, you know. Here I am alone in this empty house. It used to be so colorful. Now there's so many shades of gray. Just yesterday, my hopes were up, thinking about our future. Now here I am today. She play me like a fiddle. I didn't see it coming. She play me like a fiddle. Distracted by her beauty. She play me like a fiddle. I didn't see it coming. She play me like a fiddle. Distracted by her beauty. Now where do I go from here? I build my world around you, make you my joy and pride. Selfishly you walked out my life, not a letter or a line of goodbye. What's the reason for such cruelty? Heart can't stand the pain. She play me like a fiddle. I didn't see it coming. She play me like a fiddle. Distracted by her beauty. She play me like a fiddle. I didn't see it coming. She play me like a fiddle. Distracted by her beauty. I'm gonna take this like a man and wipe the tears from my eyes. Pick myself up off the ground and walk again in the name of love. In the name of love. She play me like a fiddle. I didn't see it coming. She play me like a fiddle. Distracted by her beauty. She play me like a fiddle. I didn't see it coming. She play me like a fiddle. Distracted by her beauty. Like a fiddle. How can I allow myself to be tricked, yeah? Cold calculating lady. She play me like a fiddle. Oh, baby, you leave me so sad and lonely. Oh, baby, she play me like a fiddle. Oh, baby, you leave me so sad and lonely. Oh, baby, play me like a fiddle.
And we are back.
Hi.
Just a minute. Hey, Kaya. You good?
You can hear me?
I getting a feedback. Where's your video?
I can't.
Okay.
Don't know what's going on.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're quite low. And I'm getting a feedback. Let me disconnect you. So I don't know why her phone is giving a feedback, but let me try to bring her back in.
Still getting feedback.
Yeah, I can
hardly hear you as well.
Um,
Um,
do
do
apologize,
apologize,
people,
people,
but
but
let me fix
let me
this.
fix this.
Um,
Um,
Let me remove you again. I don't know. I don't know what's the issue. Um, her connection, because she's currently in Africa, so I don't know if that have anything to do with it. But um, uh, I don't know. All right. Let me add her back again and see if it makes a difference. Kai, are you there? Hey, Kaya. Guess she's gone. Hmm. I don't know. All right. So um, if you guys can bear with me a couple more seconds. Let me see. Hey, Kaya, you there?
Yes, I'm here. Hi. Still getting the feedback.
Can hear you.
You can't hear me?
Okay. So I can hear you now.
Oh, you can hear me now. Okay, good.
Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. And I do apologize um to our viewers for that issue. I don't know why your phone had a an echo. She's gone again. I don't know if it's her being in Africa is causing the issue. All right, you back.
Yeah.
All right, so glad to have you here tonight. I know it's late there. What time is it there now?
It's 10 minutes after 1 in the morning.
Oh my!
For having me.
Thank you for being available um, for this interview, and getting the people to learn a little bit more about Kaya and what she's been doing. Um, Introduce yourself to the people, to the listeners, so they can get a little bit of understanding of who Kaya is.
Good night. Good night, everyone that's looking. Anybody. My name is Kaya, and I'm a singer, songwriter, and many other things. We'll be talking music tonight. I'm reggae, Afro pop. I dabble into those kind of genres. Just basically going through the musical journey one
Mhm.
step at a time.
Nice, nice, nice. So, how did your musical journey started?
um, I started doing music from way back since I was a child in church, singing in the choirs, having my own like leader, youth leadership team, just singing. We go to different churches, sing, and I was in that kind of element. And then just a little nutshell, I briefly moved on to competitions, but that was mainly in Barbados.
Hmm,
I
hmm,
entered my first competition was Richard Stowe Teen Talent, and I was a teen at the time, and I made it twice because I did it twice because it's every year, it's a yearly thing.
hmm.
I always made it to like the finals and stuff, and that is when I realized that this is something I wanted to do. So I just started to do voice training, but like some musicians, I would just say pretty much like myself. Sometimes you start with it and then you never really got a chance to like follow up or continue because it takes a lot of time and effort. And at that time, mentally, I don't think I was ready for the music world.
And what year was this?
I was, you know,
Oh, you were a
I would,
teenager.
I would say more like 2021, where I
Hmm.
actually did step into the zone, but not like any thought of recording was in my mind at the time. It was just like I love jazz music, I love certain type of music, and I just wanted to sing it.
Hmm.
So I wasn't thinking along the lines of recording until I would say through the pandemic. I started to really take my whole journey into venturing into recording and becoming an artist very much seriously, because I would say like at that time I really got a lot of soul searching and I realized that I wanted to just get back into what my passion is and just really wanted to work hard towards getting, the music out there to people.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah.
So fast forward now, and you made a decision that, hey, I'm gonna go to Africa. How did that even come about?
Well, I was actually invited. Um, I was actually invited here to, I've played some of my music. Like I started doing Love Potion, not Love Potion, sorry, You Lost Me. And, I have some friends here right in Accra in
Hmm.
Ghana. And I have some friends also in Nigeria. And so they always like, you're wasting your talent because like we know that, well, I know I would say that in this part of the world, they really, value your creativity and your craft and what's not. So they always used to try to encourage me. And they say, okay, Kai, you just need to get back into music. That's all I want you to do. And then I just send them like roughly me doing some acapellas, like even before I recorded music. And then I started doing You Lost Me. I sent it to them. And, on every track that I did, I was able to send to them and they just kept sending and sending until it caught the eyes of people that were in the business.
Hmm.
And they were like, I got to get this girl. I got to invite this girl. And um, the first invitation I got was to Ghana Music Award. And that was last year. But
Nice.
unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to go because, whatever. But I'm invited again this year because it's a yearly thing.
Nice.
And yeah, so with that saying, they always encourage me, you need to come to Africa, you could do good here. People like reggae music. I think you can sing very well. And that's where the journey started from there.
Nice, nice, nice. So I came across a video of you meeting with the was it the Minister of Tourism?
Yes, Minister of Tourism.
Minister of Tourism.
His name is this is the only problem I get here pronouncing the names. But I think it's Awasi Babua.
Wasi Babua. So I'm gonna show a little clip of that meeting.
Now, the Guyanese musician Kaiya has paid a courtesy call on the CEO of the Ghana Tourism Authority, Akwesi Agyeman, as she made a second visit to Ghana. The singer's visit is to also get to know the Ghanaian music industry and collaborate with some musicians from the country. Kaya, together with officials from Lemmat Media Solutions, were received by officials of the Ghana Tourism Authority, led by the CEO, Akwesi Agyeman. He welcomed the visiting team and spoke highly of government's initiatives to improve tourism and get more diasporans into the country.
You're coming at this time and also looking to collaborate with Ghanaian artists is awesome.
So that was a project of bringing all Belgians together in 2020.
January.
And then the pandemic came. But the whole idea was that we're going to collaborate in music, film, and other arts. So there were plans to have. We did is it a Joseph film?
Yes.
Yeah, which had scenes from Barbados, from Jamaica, and then from Ghana.
On her part, the Guyanese singer reminisced her first visit to Ghana and what it meant to her to make a second trip to the country.
This is a true story. I touched the soil and I'm like, oh my God, I've arrived. Where? No, I'm serious. And from since then, I just started to just like literally felt a stronger connection because I do live in Barbados too. And if you know, in Barbados, like they're very close to the roots. So in Guyana, we're not so close to our roots. So I am trying to get there. I can't speak for all, but I always knew that, I was different and something was lacking. So being in Barbados, I'm connected to my roots. Came to Ghana and felt like, oh my God, I've arrived.
Talking about her music, Kaiya disclosed that she wants to work with Samini and many other Ghanaian musicians.
We're taking it a step at a time. There is Jupiter that's in the radar. Then there is Stone Boy. This is just stuff that I dream of. But I'm hoping to see where it goes with Sammy Lee, and it's just a vision that I have, just to really have that connection with the two countries. You know what I mean?
So bright, so bright. Got a smile so bright, so bright, so bright.
And we're back. Where are you, Kaya?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't know what happened.
Uh,
You can hear me?
yes, I can hear you. I
Yeah,
can't
but I
see you
can't hear
though.
you.
I can't
I
see
don't
you.
know.
Let
Since
me
the
remove.
video came in.
All right, let me remove you and bring you back in. I don't know what's going on, but we get it sorted out. You there?
I don't know
Technology,
what happened.
technology is a funny, funny thing. Um, check your video. Your video is disabled.
I cannot hear you.
Yes, we're having some technical difficulties. um, let me remove her again. Um, that's what happens at times, and we just have to work around it. Um, I'll just wait for her to come back in again, and we will continue the conversation. Um, but let's let me take you to a video. In the meanwhile, let me take you to a video. In the meanwhile, as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, I don't want to play that video yet. Let me see if she's gonna come back. I don't know if it's the connection or something of the sort, but all right. So yes.
Hi.
So I don't know what's happening, but we're gonna move from here. Okay, so tell me what was your first official studio recorded song?
My first official studio recording song was a song called You Lost Me.
Hmm.
And I think I thought I needed to just kind of have a song where I got out of that vibe of feeling hurt. Like I was kind of hurt pretty much at that time, and I just really knew that I was going to evolve into something amazing. So I just needed to just like, move on from there. So I just had to get You Lost Me, where I thought
Hmm.
about, regardless of whatever I went through, it like kind of impacted me to get here. And I wanted to see if I can use this emotion to just create something and just really kind of inspire myself through the whole process of making that track.
Mm-hmm. And what year was that?
2021.
2021. And what was your second?
The
Uh,
second final recording I would really say is a song called So Nice.
mhm.
That's like really like my second major song that I really, because You Lost Me. I'm now happy, I'm healed, I'm just ready to live again, I'm ready to love again. So So Nice came about like right after that. Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so give us a little, you know, summary of some of the things that you did so far in Africa.
Um, some of the stuff that I did was just mainly media tour. I did a media tour, several major radio stations, several major television stations, because there's a ton of them. Like, if I was supposed to do media runs, I'd probably still be here 6 months doing it because
There's so
it's
much.
just it's a fairly big place.
Nice,
So
nice.
it's like I don't know how I was gonna manage because like I did just quite a few and I'm just really exhausted and tired because just meeting from all of is like so I did some media runs. I've been able to meet with the diaspora as you saw, and then it's two different. The diaspora that you saw there, it's um it's usually a return to Ghana because they opened up to the Americas, Caribbean, 2019, the home of the return. Because
Mhm,
in history, I'm not a historian or anything, but in history,
mhm,
we had in Ghana here, they had a castle that they used to keep the slaves, and they had this hole. I actually visited there 2018, and
mhm,
it was it was like a very devastating. I wouldn't say bitch. It was a very devastating experience to me because they kind of kept the caves in a kind of state like if you're actually in slavery still, because they don't really clean it. They kind of like
mhm,
recreate it all the time, so you could actually feel what they felt. And so they show you the hole, and it's called the port of no return, because when you go through that hole, you go on that boat, no return. That's it. So 2019, they invited. I saw they probably saw what was happening in America with all this stuff was going on, and it's like you could come back to Ghana and reclaim, and they were actually the only African country that I know of that actually did that.
mhm,
And so when you come in as part of the diaspora, you can visit um, these areas, and they open to you. They say, all right, well, you can come back if you want to apply for citizenship, if you have your talent, you want any advice or any help towards any of these aspects. If you're into sports, you're into whatever, they are supposed to help you. As you could see in the video, he said that they did a song with Barbados, led
mhm,
by Barbados and Jamaica, and obviously they didn't do any with Guyana. So the opening was there for Guyana, and the opening was there for like any country that pretty much wanted to come. If you're from Antigua or from anywhere else and you wanted to come and be a Ghanaian, you're able to become that. And a lot of persons in America, celebrities, whoever, have been actually taking up this opportunity to be part of this beautiful country because it's a really, really nice place.
mhm,
And so I visit that office. So I was supposed to do a ceremony that was supposed to lead me on to becoming a Ghanaian. And it's like a whole process with African traditional stuff that they do where they bathe you because
mhm,
like they're trying to recreate something your last bath that you had. So now they're just going through a whole host of stuff that I didn't. I was so busy that I wasn't even aware of the entire thing that was going on. But I knew that I had other stuff to do. But I know maybe in the future because I have a lot to do here.
Mhm.
So that was one of the offices. And then there is the Ministry of the CEO of the Tourism, which is in the presidency in Jubilee House. And that is the one of the main guys that I also visited, and a lot of persons right here in Ghana, even musicians, were even able to actually gone into his office. So I was
Mhm.
kind of fortunate, and they found it so interesting. And I find that even when I go on the radio, that there's a guy and he's like, "Where you guys been?" Like, we, we, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like we're here, we were in South America. We here trying to doing our thing. So it was like I felt like for me personally, I wanted to build that bridge. And if you're
Mhm.
giving me the invitation to come, I'm going to cross that bridge, and show you what I have to offer. And whoever want to
Yes.
do that, they can do the same. I think it's open up for everybody that just want to be a part of it because it's a really amazing experience because they do things differently here in the music industry and
Mhm.
just creatives and just the way they are in general. I could just speak from my experience. Everything everybody probably have their own experience.
Mhm.
So I visited that office. That was a really good experience. The guy he had mentioned a few things that he's going to do towards my development. He even came to one of my shows. Not show, like I had a performance at a Jamaican restaurant where they do a lot of Bob Marley music, and I'm a big fan of Bob Marley. So he
Mhm.
came out and support, and it was a really really good thing that he did. And he's like, Kaya, if you need my support at all time, I'm here. So I'm expecting him to do quite a few things to me, but you'll figure it out as we go along. I don't want to
Mhm.
jinx anything. We superstition.
Yeah.
Anyhow, so media tour, Jubilee House. I did the return office, and I did recordings. So I've met with a producer. His name is Pussa G. He's one of the best. He's responsible for artists like Shatawali, Stone Boy, Samini, like all the big names here. I'm calling really big giants here in
Mhm.
Ghana. And so I was just fortunate enough that to actually get to see him because he's very busy, and he actually gave me the opportunity to do a recording, which is an amazing track that I got a chance also to do a collab with Samini. And let me tell you
Yes.
how that happened, because every time I'm going on the radio or television, they always ask me which Ghanaian I want to do anything with. So I'm like, Samini, Stone Boy, you know, whoever I felt like I want to say at the time, Jackie. There is quite a number of them, and there's
Mhm.
like, your flow, you got a Samini flow. So I'm like, so, okay, yeah, I do, because I do love live acoustic music. I'm reggae, I'm doing Afropop, so we kind of like similar in that aspect. And then for once, I think that they would have recommended him too, because he's very down to earth, like
Mhm.
very cool guy, especially for being in the business for years. He could have said no. He could have probably didn't even answer, but
Mhm.
I played the music and he loved that reggae thing. Like he's like, yeah,
Nice. Nice.
yeah. So that was the few things I did. I shot 2 music videos in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, like the growth was so tremendous. Like,
Nice.
yeah, it was amazing. I'm probably missing a few things, but I think I'll remember as we go along. But those were the major things that I did. I know as an artist you need development, and I took the opportunity. Um, I mightn't always do the right thing in this business, but I still took the opportunity to just learn,
Mhm.
explore, and see what better suits me and fits me. And you got to make sure you be comfortable. So I
Yes.
wanted, yeah. definitely.
So fast forward to 2022. You were on the rhythm Clear Vision with Diplomats Music.
Yes.
Now, what was your song Real Love, right? You did
Yeah.
a collab. What's the guy you did the collab with?
I
Rich
did a
One?
collab with an upcoming artist called Rich One,
Rich One, yeah.
reggae dancehall. A
Yeah.
really cool guy and very talented guy. So he's also working on a his EP. So yeah, I from the minute I met Rich One.
Guess she gone.
Okay.
Signal. All right,
Yeah.
you back. Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
hot because the place is really hot here. Anyway, yeah, I just wanted to just give a briefing on him. So I met
The-
him at the Emancipation Festival, and we just
mhm.
kicked it off. And I loved his voice, and I said, I thought that your voice is gonna we're gonna do something together, and I believe that if I tell somebody we can do something, we're gonna do it. And the opportunity came along, and I said, all right, well, this is what we're gonna do, and we just got it done in probably 2 days.
I so happen to have a clip of the music video, a
Yeah.
short clip of it. So I'm gonna show that clip to you guys so that you guys can get a feel of that beautiful, beautiful song.
Thank you.
Diplomat music. This is love. Real love. This is joy. Real joy. Give you my love if you want, boy. Give you my heart if you need to. It's my love. It's real love. It's good love. Anything you want, I'll give you. Anything just to please you. Real love, real love, real love. Every time I think of you, I write a love song. A love song. When you come around, my problems go away. Boy, you got me brand new. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh, no rejection, full connection. This is special. From my heart to your heart, boy, I need you. You got this little light inside of you. It's all in you. Yes, it's you. Yes, it's you. Yeah, 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 yeah. Give you my love if you want, boy. Give you my heart if you need to. It's my love. It's real love. It's good love. Anything you want, I'll give you. Anything just to please you. Real love, real love, real love.
And we're back. Awesome. I love that.
Yeah, that's a really nice song.
I
Yeah.
love that so much.
Thank
Uh,
you.
the song itself is just so smooth. It's just so like so calming. It's just on the lyrics and the vocals, and then we adding the video to it. I
Yeah.
love it. I love it already. I love it already. So tell me the relationship you have with the Diplomats music group.
Sure. So Dane reached out and he sent the track and he was like, "You'll fit this track." And okay, so I said sure, and I started writing on the track, and it's just amazing, just an amazing experience working with Diplomat. I
Nice.
yeah, I really do love the way they've been very supportive with our locals and just the way in which they do stuff. Like I definitely um, will be a part of Diplomat, and
Nice.
yes, there. The everything just comes together. Like I mean, if you want to do a thing, I figure if they're gonna do anything, they're gonna probably do it all the way and make sure that we're good and have good stuff out there. And it was a really good experience working with them.
Nice. 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 All right. I had a very important question here. So, what has the past 10 years been like for you musically?
That's a very important question. Musically, I used to musically, I was dominant. Dormant, but I still was involved in music in my own mind, where I would
Mm.
follow all the latest music, pretending in my mind to be an announcer, pretending in my mind to be singing on stage. No, it was really ridiculous because everybody's like, "Oh my God, she's always singing. Oh, you really think he's a DJ?"
Mm.
Like, it was just weird. But then I guess that's all of that. And I'm telling you, in that space that I was not around, had really helped me to where I am today, because like I felt like I was still doing it. It's just that I wasn't actually on the stage. I wasn't actually on the radio, but I used to actually behave like I was actually
Mhm.
doing these things. So it's like people say, just sing already. Just go on the stage already. Just go record. Like, oh God, And while I'm doing all kind of other stuff that I'm, so if I was working different place, I'm always singing. Like you just always hear me singing, and that's the thing. It's like you just always singing like this. All you do is sing. All you do is listen music, and just that's what I did pretty much. It was sad in a little way for me, because when I saw people living the dream, I said, I should be doing this. I should have been doing that. And then I'm a mother, so I had to just really like focus on that area, making sure that, because music is not easy. You have to take
Mhm.
your last and invest in it, and that's just what you do.
Yeah,
And you cannot do that if you have a child. You can't just take your last and give it to some producer and whatever. You got to feed the kid.
that's
And so
right.
you find yourself, kind of like doing whatever you can to support your child and yourself as a
Mm.
single mom. So yeah.
Yes, yes. I totally understand that. Like, totally.
Totally.
Being into any industry, there's so much time, effort, finances have to be involved, and you just have to be careful how you actually spending,
I
right?
know that now these 3 weeks have taught me a lot in terms of how I've never slept really. Like
Mm.
every time I'm thinking I have not, I have worked the hardest. I've crammed a lot from last year to now, pretty much. So
Mm.
it's an ongoing experience, and sometimes you feel like this. I see. So if somebody asks me like how I did so much things in a short space of time, is because I had a lot of time where I think that I slept a lot on my talent. So it's like
Mm.
I don't look at it like I need to do that now. I had 10 years.
Giddy up time.
It's time to go. It's time to go now. So that's what it is. And I don't want to get back there. So that's what kind of drives me and motivate me. So I don't want people, some people would say, oh, you're just looking to get fame, or you're looking to get a certain uh what is it, famous fast, or you want to bust fast, or you want whatever. But it's not even that. It's the fact that I was sleeping and now I'm ready to go. So they won't
That's
see
right.
that. Yeah, they won't see
That's right.
that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Um, who do you dream of collabing with?
Um, I always dreamt of
Big. I'm
big
talking
White
like
Cliff.
big. Okay.
I
Okay.
always like Wyclef.
Mhm.
I don't know what it is about that guy. And the more older he gets, the more I want to do more stuff with him. I love Chronics too. Like
Mhm.
I feel like these artists and I have a vibe. Like I don't just wanna collab with somebody because of whatever. Like I vibe with them, and
Mhm.
in my mind, and I kind of wanted to collab with Popcorn too. I think we could bring a difference,
Mhm.
and fingers crossed that some of these things that I speak out into the universe
It's gonna
happens.
happen.
So far, everything that I speak out is happening. So yeah. You never know.
Nice,
God is
nice,
listening.
nice. So in terms of a Guyanese or a Trinidadian, like I'm going to start with those two countries. Who do you? Well, actually, Guyana. Let me say Guyana. Who do you like see yourself collabing with? I know you
Well,
did one with Isam Benzi before, and
okay, well, I did another collab with a Guyanese that you wouldn't even know. That you wouldn't even know that we did a collab. But I did a collab with B Nick. And
mm,
so I wanted to do a collab with B Nick. So I did a collab. So I have three collabs right now with Guyanese artists because when I went to Guyana last year, I said I wanted to collab with Guyanese so bad. Isan reached out first, so I want to thank him so much because he could have said no, he could have
mhm,
ignored me. Like it could have gone any other way. And the minute he heard, he's like, "Okay, good, I got it." Because it was you lost me sent to everybody in a group, and he picked it up and he said, "I'm gonna do this with her." So I want to commend him for that. He's been my friend, my dear friend, hardball all the way.
nice, nice,
And then I said, okay, since he did that, I'm going to do something with somebody else. And Rich wanted, and I talked about it, did it. And then Bina came on board and he was like, okay, Kaiya, I like his stuff. Let me do a collab. And it's a funny story.
nice, nice.
Because the collab with Bina, I'm at the radio because, I'd be at Mad 97. And he came in and he was like, I think my song was playing because I'm always playing my song on the radio. I make sure I play my music. And so he's like, "That's you." I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Cool." He's like, "All right, well, we need to do something together." And what's I love this love potion thing. And I said, "All right, no problem." And I give him a few other more songs because I do have music that I haven't fully released yet or
Mhm,
anything. I'm trying to work everything out so I could get them in, you know. And so he said, "Okay, you ready now?" And I said, "What do you mean if we're ready now? We can't book like us. This is, mind you, this is probably 7 o'clock in
mhm.
the night. I promised my friend to come at the market, because not the market, at Main Street, because they had like something at Main Street. So I promised her that. And I had to cancel. I said, "Girl, music calls." She said, "I understand how it goes." And me and B Nick gone. We find a place to record. We find a place to write the entire night. It was a whole night experience.
Oh wow,
And I was like very tired, but I kind of look like a tired. I didn't want. No, he was like, "You tired?" I said, "Nah." Like I rallied through this thing. Cause when I done it, know we can get something nice. And we did came up with a really nice song. And so I'm hoping that he drops it between March, April. I think he said that's what he's gonna do.
mhm.
So I do have some collabs on my belt.
Nice, 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 nice. So going back to, you said you did a collab with Samini. That's how you pronounce it, right?
Yeah, Samini, yeah.
Okay. Do you want to give a little bit
How that worked?
hmm?
Or the song?
No, no, no. Just a little bit of inside
Of how
thing that
that
you
happened.
that you wanna in terms of like the recording and if there's a video and all these things.
Yes, we did a video. Like Samini, it was very fast. Like honestly, I did not know what I was getting into when um everybody, like, you're here, I'm here in Ghana doing radio interviews, television interviews. This is what I really do like about these persons. This is what I notice about everybody that I visit. They posted me on their pages where there's thousands of people, and they also recommend things and try to make it happen.
Mm.
So I say to them, I wanted to do a collab with Sammy. They said, "Okay, cool, we could call him up and get this thing happening." And so no, all of a sudden I hear Sammy wants to meet me. So I'm like, "What? There's a musical giant in Ghana here. Like, people's go crazy for this. Right? Like, there are artists right in Ghana. I've never had an opportunity to even get close to him, do collab with him. You hardly see him. He's just like a really quiet person on the low. Like, you don't really see him a lot. But
Mhm.
he's a giant here, legend. Bring out Stone Boy. And you know Stone Boy?
Think I heard of him before, yeah.
All these people, you could Google them, because the main idea is to really get to know Ghanaian, because we hear a lot of Afrobeats and most of the times you think it's from Nigeria. but some of
Mhm.
them are actually from Ghana too. So some of the
Mhm.
popular ones that you know. And anyhow, I didn't really know this information either until I was like, "There's a Ghanaian." I thought it was Nigerian because you know, all them kind of sound the same to me. But I didn't realize that Ghana and Nigeria got a really, really close connection. And if you really want to do music, those are the two countries you can start. South Africa too, but those two is cool. Anyway, somebody wants to meet me and stuff, and I was like, what the hell? So we went, and um, before actually, he said, okay, you need to get, if you want to do anything with me, just make sure you get a track, a song, and obviously you have to use his producer. And so the guy sent us, and I was like, I could not write this song. Like I was like, I don't know how to really write this Afrobeats thing, you know. Anyway, we came up with something, and then pitched it to him, and then I think I sent you a video with it with him, just like, yo,
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
this is some good stuff. And I kid you not, in 10 minutes he did his verse. All hearing is bop bop boop boop boop, and the verse done. All come together, and I love it because this wasn't
Nice.
something that was planned at all. Like everything for me that was last minute, and it just came out, and that's just pretty much it. Went really fast with Sammy. Like I just pretended like I'm not overwhelmed. I pretended like I'm not nothing. I just like,
Just play
okay,
cool.
this way cool. This is happening. And when it really hit me is when the track was finished and I'm listening to the track. And then when the track started playing, I hear you saying boom, like it's like his signature thing. Then you realize that this guy can actually bust me, you know what I mean? This he bringing me out here, you know what I mean? In this
Mhm.
particular song, this is just what it is. I'm like, this is just what like this is what it is. Because him on the track here alone, crazy. Like we doing the music video, the guy can't even get space because when people realize that he's on the it's like everybody's like and we spend most of the time trying to take. He's so down to earth that he took pictures with every single body, and
Mm.
he didn't like chase nobody. You know, all he had the bodyguards and everything. He just kept real calm and took these pictures and do what he got to do. And this is when you really see, well, you're here with a real celebrity here. And anything that you put on, anything he puts out there is amazing. So I'm expected to,
And
it's just God.
yeah, and I was fortunate to hear that track, and it's like it's like it's so nice. It is so nice, and I'm
It's
and
so
I'm
nice.
happy.
It makes you
Yeah,
feel
exactly. It's
nice.
so nice.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really really dope. It's really dope, and the guy. I mean,
Fire.
you guys did, and the video. The snippets that I've been seeing you guys you putting together. It's like really really nice, really really nice. So before we get out of here, what
Mhm.
is your best advice to the young lady, to the young man? I mean, any age that's trying to get into being an artist, like just give your best advice for them. For them.
I have many advice, but the main thing I always say, and I even tell myself this every day: be your authentic self. And you have to really prepare yourself to work. It like for me, the work now start. Like
Mhm.
I don't even realize like I can do a track and just leave it. No, the work now start. So it's like you got to prepare physically, mentally. You gotta get proper knees if you're a woman for running up and down wearing heels, doing this, doing that, because you're gonna always sometimes you don't get to sleep. And there is like so just be yourself. If is it that you feel any type of way that you can't be yourself, there are people that will accept you for you. You don't have to be around. Forget about the negativity, um, and just create. Find yourself in spaces that you could create, and use every experience that you have and every fiber in your bone, and just bring something to the table, and always try to improve and get better. That's what I would tell somebody.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to give them play the video, I should say, of
Mhm.
So Nice, the one that you did with Gifted Sessions. Um,
Yes, I'm
like,
Vijay, the producer.
yes.
Yes.
Who do you want to give credit to for that video and for that
I
session?
definitely want to give credit to my boy Jamal Adams for putting that video together for me. He invited me to do that video. It was its very first, video, but I appreciate it so much.
Hmm.
And I want to give shout out to Vijay for giving me the chance to record with him because I was, some producers could be picky, but he did give me the opportunity, and that was so nice. And in general, overall, I just want to say big shout out to Diplomat Music Group for supporting me 100. Russ, Dane, amazing guys. My producer Vijay. I want to say a big shout out to AJ as well because we did a track called Mama Guyana, which will be released April, May. In April, good. I wanted to do a video with that. So, and speaking
Hmm.
into existence, that we get some kind of sponsorship to get this video because this is a really nice song.
Hmm.
AJ and the guy that wrote the song, the guy is called OGOB. He's also an artist, youth that I saw, and I said, you know what, just write this song for me.
Hmm.
I mean, that's just how Kaiya is. Like, if you're around me and I know you got talent and we could work together, if we vibe, I don't care who he is, I don't care where you come from, we can do this. And yeah,
Nice.
20 minutes to get it done. So I want to big up OGOB. He trying his best, doing what he got to do. Um, I really don't want to forget anybody. So, um, Landmark Music Media. They're probably sleeping right now because I'm probably the only person up in this country right now. For carrying me all over the place and making sure that they give me all the right connections and what's not. I want to big them
Nice.
up with that for sure. And you for sure for nominating me for the Rock Music Award.
Blessings.
And playing your part in the music industry. I was very fortunate to be a part of that. As you
Welcome.
know, that was very big for me.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You are welcome.
And Eon Johnson for helping me with Love Potion.
Nice.
Also, whatever they do at the radio station there to promote Guyanese music. I'm all for the persons that want to promote us and,
Caribbean
shed
Power Jam.
light. Pardon?
Caribbean Power Jam.
Caribbean Power Jam.
Yeah.
Everybody that is a part of anything helping Caribbean Guyanese music, 100% I'm on board with that. So that's it.
Awesome. Awesome. So
Yeah.
introduce this video as we get ready to get out of here.
Okay, this video that you're gonna hear is called So Nice. I was supposed to do a video for it, but then it kind of got shipped with this other video.
Yeah.
But anyway, So Nice is one of my very first songs that I've written and very confident in and pretty much recorded. So that's it.
All
Hope you
right.
enjoy.
Oh, oh, so nice, yeah. You make me feel like cold breeze on waterfronts. Look in the mirror, it's you standing by my side. No other lover ever made me feel this good inside. So take me over tonight, boy. You are the sun, but I'm still gleaming by your side. I'm gravitated to this man, I can even lie. Our love is high, baby his lows. Now I just can't let him go. You make me feel so right, so right, so right. You make me feel so nice, so nice, so nice. He's got a smile so bright, so bright, so bright. You make me feel so nice. care. Took me a million years to feel this kind of love you share. This love is nice, it is kind. With no negative vibe, you make me feel so nice, so nice, so nice. You make it feel so right, so right, so right. Got a smile so bright, so bright, so bright. You make me feel so nice, nice. Roll with the wolves, sting like the bees, swim like the fishes. It's his versatility. He understands, he knows what I need. Cuddle and kisses, something that is all I need. He has my heart from the start. Come hold my hand, baby, lead me to the promised land. We never part, no, no. You be my honey. You make me feel so right, so right, so right. You make me feel so nice, so nice, so nice. He's got a smile so bright, so bright, so bright. You make me feel so nice, nice. Oh no no, oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Creativity, longevity, productivity, spirituality, royalty.
Just want to thank you for joining me
Oh
tonight.
man, I can't hear you though.
Yeah, we've been having some
I'll come out
issues.
and I'll come back in. Is that
Yeah, we've been
okay?
having some
Do we
issues. We've been having some issues with her connection. And I don't know if it got to do with this is actually the first time this is happening. So I don't know. Can you hear me now?
I think I have to disconnect and come back in because that's what I did the last time.
All right. Yeah, I think we the issues in terms of her connection and the sound and the video is due to um her connection, I believe. Due to her connection. But so nice video and song is one of my favorite. Can you hear me now?
Still can't hear you. I
All
don't
right.
know what happened.
I don't know. But thank you for being here, right? Thank you. Thank you.
You can
So
hear me. You can
yeah, I
hear
can
me.
hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, yes. I want to thank you as well for having me on here tonight. Do I have, can I speak? Oh, okay, good. Yeah. And for everyone that's listening, I see Peggy saying it's a really nice interview. Yes, it was a really nice interview. I hope you guys like it and share it. You can follow me on my medias. I'm on Kaya's Music official 2022 on IG, Kaya's Music on Facebook, and TikTok. I'm expected to drop music videos. So Nice is available on and all platforms. Real Love, check out the entire album Clear Vision Rhythm. Bear Guyanese artist on it. It's an
Yes.
amazing rhythm.
Awesome.
Um, that's it.
Thank you so much for joining
Thank
me.
you and bye.
And have a
Gonna
safe
sleep.
flight back home.
Take it easy. Love you guys.
Love you too. So that is Kaya. And even though we had some technical issues, difficulties throughout the night, I was very happy with you know, being able to get through it. All right. So, with that being said, I would like to thank each and every one of you for joining me tonight, and I'm going to leave you guys with um, this video of the one of the greatest, I should say, artists, Guyanese artists. Unfortunately, passed away a few months ago. This video I'm going to show in parting is CJ.
Fraser Records. Roll up.
Every time me touch road, girl, you start and you know so me so come back. Frequently, globally, man, not shut up, me know say the hurting bad. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. And you me happy come back to. Never wanna see you cry, baby girl. And you me I give my heart to. No girl out there want to be my boo. And you me see me all like Joe. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. And you me happy come back to. Anyway, me touch down the place bust down. From Georgetown straight up a Brixton. NYC, oh man you are my wife, eh? Nobody take it lightly. Anyway me go, you the one me always sing about. Good love what you give me happy sing about it. You alone excite me. It's a life like this me did a dream of. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. And you me happy come back to. Never wanna see you cry, baby girl. And you me I give my heart to. No girl out there want to be my boo. And you me see me all like Joe. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. And you me have to come back to. Baby, you know for me touch road. You know quick time me I go forward. Yeah, your love me keep me intact. Cause you got that thing that make a nigga come back. Enough girl I try to take your place, but them can't no time no way. Tell them girl they figure away. Baby me nah give up on now when me get lonely. So you not feel worry about me no day. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. And you me happy come back to. Never wanna see you cry, baby girl. And you me I give my heart to. No girl out there want to be my boo. And you me see me all like Joe. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. And you me happy come back to. Anyway, me touch down the place bust down. From Georgetown straight up a Brixton. NYC, oh man you are my wife, eh? Nobody take it lightly. Anyway me go, you the one me always sing about. Who love what you give me happy sing about it. You alone excite me. It's a life like this me did a dream of. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. And you me happy come back to. Never wanna see you cry, baby girl. And you me I give my heart to. No girl out there want to be my boo. And you me see me all like Joe. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. And you me happy come back to. Never wanna say goodbye, baby girl. You me happy come back to. Never wanna see you cry, baby girl. You me I give my heart to.
CJ, the Chanel.
Rest in peace, CJ. Good night. Much love. Bless up. Peace.